Hey everyone, this is Spencer, and this is a video I've been wanting to do for a while. My favorite non-Tom Bihn bags, including my very favorite bag of all time, even more favorite than any Tom Bihn bag that I own. Not much to say, and you don't want to just look at a table, so let's get right into it. Starting with the fourth, the bonus one, the honorable mention you could say. This is a wheel bag, so this is something I bought from Costco. I actually have a few of these. Bought them for $35 a piece about 10 years ago. I was so taken by it, I had to have multiple. It is definitely one of the cheapest bags that I own, not only in terms of build quality, but in terms of actual price. You can see that it's been quite, taken quite a few places. I've taken this across the world as my wheel bag of choice, and I have been told by more than one flight attendant, this thing is cute. How cute is this? So the lining isn't much to speak about. In fact, it doesn't really hold very much, but it holds enough for me. And so not much to say other than I've just always liked this bag quite a bit, but I rarely use it anymore, which is why it's an honorable mention. The lining is pretty cheap feeling. These zipper pockets are fine. You certainly have, a myriad of storage options, but most of the time I would just throw stuff in this front pocket and throw stuff in the main compartment and be done. I'd always have my toiletries in my main briefcase in case I needed to brush my teeth, because usually I would take this internationally. So not much to say. $35 from Costco 10 years ago. They've sold several variations of this bag since, but I have a few of these, and they'll probably last me the rest of my life for as often as I use them. Like I said, I've used them quite a bit. So, that's a good one. Moving on to bag number 2. This is a Briggs and Riley kind of backpack briefcase combination. So this one has also been used quite a bit. I've had this for also about 10 years. See, this is one of those ones where you can, indeed, like in Tom Bihn, tuck away the backpack straps back here, which is pretty nice. It did come with a strap, but I don't know where it is because I don't use it for that purpose ever. Let's see, here's the anchor points right here. This is just a very no-fuss bag. This will fit my 16-inch MacBook Pro if I'm kind of on the move, but it'll also fit my 14-inch MacBook Pro, my travel MacBook as I call it, just fine as well. And usually I just throw that in here, throw my iPad in here, and then we'll just have this as my place for any little thing, and my spiff kit, of course. And then the front pocket is useful. I can just open that right up, throw all my stuff in when I'm going through security. This bag is just fine. It was about $200 as I recall, and it sort of served its intended purpose as kind of a multitask bag for me. It's got this, I've never noticed this before. Oh, this little mesh pocket from the side, I guess if you have a water bottle. I have literally never noticed that before. You can tell as much as I pay attention sometimes. I use this if I'm going to Boy Scouts or something. That's where I'll usually take this. I will take this on a plane. I have taken it on a plane. Typically, if I'm going to just a place where I just want easy access to my stuff, I'm not at a conference or anything, and it doesn't matter. I don't wear bags or use bags to impress people anyway. So, cute little bag. Not much else to say. It's been very handy. Moving on into the more, I guess you could say, esoteric bags. This is a Peak Design bag. I got this as from B&H. I think this one happened to be on sale. This colorway, this charcoal colorway, and this is the most unusual backpack that I own, but I love it. This is actually meant to be a camera bag. Peak Design makes a bunch of camera stuff, and I really like this bag because I can kind of just open up from the side and kind of shove stuff in here. This is almost always a kind of a briefcase bag if I'm carrying multiple things, like my roost stand, which will elevate my MacBook up a little bit. I'll carry that. Headphones, I'll carry my toiletries and my wires in here as well. My only complaint about this bag is that it can be tight, and obviously dealing with these kind of wings, this is very unclassic. And I never, ever go in via the top. almost ever. The pockets that I use, I don't use this zippered pocket. I might use this to hold cords, but most of the time these kind of stay unused. Camera people tend to have lots of different options for different things. So one thing about this bag is that there's lots of magnets. So you can see that the backpack straps here magnetize to this pretty well. I would say the material feels really solid. I'm actually not sure what the material is. Let me think. What else do I want to say about this bag? It's probably the other most annoying thing is that the fitting of the laptop in here fits fine. As you can see, this only fits my 14-inch MacBook Pro. If I want to fit an iPad in here, it is an extremely tight fit, and I always usually travel with my iPad as well. So not necessarily a bad thing, just a thing. This is a place where I will put, I love this mesh kind of free-flowing pocket. As you can tell, it kind of takes space up here. But this is where I'll put usually my charge cord and maybe a couple of cords that I just want easy access to, or my Anchor battery for quick charging. Same thing with these little mesh pockets right here. So, side pocket, you can see this is nice and stretchy here. I put a water bottle in there, and sometimes just my roost stand if I don't put it on the inside of the bag. This bag is kind of like, I once gave a friend of mine, I gave him a Synapse that I had, and he said that he loved kind of learning about the bag. He said he's always finding new things or that he just loved the discovery process. That's how I feel about this bag. I know Tom Bihn very well at this point, but this bag is kind of just very, kind of like I said, esoteric. I like the design. It very is sleek, and I like wearing it. Now, for my favorite bag of all time, it is the bag that got me into bags. It is not my favorite bag because it got me into bags. It is my favorite bag because I love everything about its minimalist design. That is the Briggs and Riley. This is a Verb, and let's see if I can tell you. It's a Verb VB4074. They do not make this anymore. They haven't made it in 10 plus years. And I would say that I have more Briggs and Riley stuff than any other bag except obviously Tom Bihn, which is fine. But their stuff, it doesn't appeal to me anymore. Their Briggs and Riley stuff, but this bag is it. So I bought this originally because I had a 13-inch MacBook Pro 10 years ago that I bought, and I would carry it around in this to work every single day when I went into an office, and it fit perfectly just right here. I was heartbroken when I switched to a 16 and I realized I couldn't use this bag anymore. I wasn't actually heartbroken, but it was like disappointing. It was like, okay, end of an era, but I always had it in case I wanted to, use it for something else. And when I got my 14-inch MacBook Pro for traveling, I knew I could bust this thing back out. I use this thing a ton. If I'm not taking my 16-inch somewhere, I'm almost always certainly using this one. I will just stuff this absolutely full. I will put usually my wires just right here. I will even take this on a plane and just find a place for either pack my spiff kit in my second bag or just put this under my seat, because I do like, put it right there. I do appreciate footroom. So, the handle itself has this magnetic kind of clasp, which is kind of cool. I've always thought that felt really cool, and this is very soft and just feels premium. I love the orange. I just love the orange. It is like one of my favorite colors for the inside of this bag, and their Verb series these days just doesn't appeal to me the same way. It does have the pass-through luggage thing, a sort of place for documents, more useful when I went to work all the time, but I just use it as a second pocket. And the inside, the laptop compartment. This bag shows its age in many ways. Kind of the times have shifted. I would love if they kind of brought this back with the same quality, same material, redesign. You can see this was a place for the original iPad size. Now I have an iPad Pro, so I just throw it right here. So this pocket is essentially kind of not used by me. I might throw my AirPods Max in there, but it really bulks up the bag in a not appealing way, so I typically don't. The other thing I'll say is that I will have to throw, I don't have a convenient pocket to just put my phone, wallet, AirPod, and keys into, except for this front one, which is fine. But you can see this was a phone pocket right here, back when phones were this small. If I try to fit my phone in there now, it just doesn't work. So that is this bag. Just enough organization to keep things interesting. I guess I think my business cards are in here, or they're used. I sometimes keep them in there. You can see there's even this little thing. I bet this was for a flash drive. Remember USB flash drives? And then I think this is just where I keep the original booklets that I got with it. I just put them right here. This might be another place for my phone. This, again, still my favorite bag of all time. I will have this forever. I would get rid of many Tom Bihn bags before I ever got rid of this. You just can't buy it anymore, and it has been with me for 10 plus years, and I expect it will, like any other Briggs and Riley product, it will last a lifetime. So this was, I think, $200, when I bought it, and I've gotten so much use out of it. So thank you, Briggs and Riley, for being my entryway into bags. Thank you, Tom Bihn, for capturing my interest so profoundly. Oh, there's one last thing to say about this. The thing that it always drove me crazy, I did not like the strap. This thing would constantly come loose and the bag would just fall. I mean, it would literally, it was so weak, it would just kind of push right through. So how did I solve that problem? Shoulder strap from Tom Bihn, of course. Nice and solid anchor. Have not had a problem since. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Just kind of a fun little thing to do. I found doing the Big C and Air video yesterday quite cathartic, so I thought I would do another one. Thought it might be interesting, and hope you enjoy. And if you have any comments or questions, leave them below. This is pretty much all of the non-Tom Bihn bags that I use. Those are the ones, except for the wheeled one, of course. As I mentioned, I don't use that one anymore. So, but anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good one.